If you want to stay in your husband's home after filing 498A complaint, then care must be taken while drafting the 498A complaint itself. So before coming to how to draft a 498A complaint, let us understand what is section 498A of IPC, Indian Penal Code. 498A is a provision pertaining to cruelty caused by the husband or the relatives of the husband against the woman. Now, what is cruelty? As per 498A, it is dowry harassment, causing physical hurt, mental hurt, and creating circumstances leading to suicide. If these ingredients are there in your complaint, then your allegations attract section 498A of IPC. Now it is cognizable, it is non-bailable, and it's compoundable. And it has a 3 years punishment and fine. Now what is cognizable? Cognizable means police can register FIR, can arrest without a warrant and without the permission of the court, and can investigate without the permission of the court. Now what is non-bailable offense? Only court can grant bail. Police can't grant bail. And what is compoundable? That is, it can be settled at the instance of the wife with the permission of the court. So this is basically a brief explanation about what is 498A. It's a complaint filed by wife or the relatives of the wife, blood relatives of the wife, or marriage relatives of the wife, or the relatives by virtue of adoption. They can also give a complaint under 498A. And a public servant also can give a complaint under 498A. Now, why power was given to even the blood relatives of the wife, or the marriage relatives of the wife, or the relatives which came into the life of the wife by virtue of adoption? Why they can give the complaint also is because law predicted the situation or the circumstance where wife could not come out to give a complaint. In that circumstance, the parents or the relatives, blood relatives or the marriage relatives, anybody whosoever has information about this cruelty can come and file a complaint. Because wife will be in a very precarious and delicate situation and could not give a complaint, because once she gives a complaint, the entire harmony in the marriage is disturbed. So now the point here is what to do, what to draft in a complaint, in a 498A complaint, if you want to stay in a matrimonial home. This is very important, because once you give a complaint, and if you want the complaint to be fruitful, or if you want the husband or the relatives of the husband to get punished, you should be in a secure location. You should be far away from the matrimonial home. And there could be circumstances where you can't find a home in these days, a safe home other than the maternal place, maternal home, that is your mother's place. In such kind of circumstances, the remedy that is available to the woman is to draft a complaint properly, pleading. Remember, you have to write and plead adequately about dowry harassment, about circumstances creating suicide, physical hurt, mental hurt, evidence pertaining to physical hurt, that is doctor prescriptions, bills, etc., and especially life threat from your husband or the relatives of the husband. When this is included in your complaint, court takes care about your life. And while granting bail to your husband and the relatives of your husband, court takes a precaution about your life security. You have to adequately plead that there is no other matrimonial home also, there is no other home also other than matrimonial home. If you don't take this precaution, if you don't take that there is life threat from your husband or the relatives of the husband, then you are not informing the court about the life threat. Then court will not be compelled to think about your residential aspect. Court will only look at the complaint as it is. So take precaution while drafting the complaint if you want to live in the matrimonial home. Now coming to the next point, what happens if you stay with your husband after giving complaint under 498A? You will lose your case because husband will definitely ask a question in the cross-examination pertaining to your stay with the husband after filing 498A, and entire complaint is diluted because you are living with a person, or you are living with the relatives of the husband or the husband who caused cruelty on the first hand. So on the one side, on the one limb you are saying they caused cruelty, and on the other limb you are saying you are staying in their home. So needless to say, without saying a word, you are saying that they are safe. So it will be very difficult for court to come to a conclusion and decide a 498A case if you go and start living with your husband. You are sending good vibes to the court, saying that your husband and your relatives of the husband are not so bad. So court comes to a confusion in giving a decision in your favor. So take care to see that you plead adequately that there is life threat for you. Then you will have the opportunity of staying in your matrimonial home, and your husband and the relatives of the husband can stay far away or will stay far away because court will protect you, or it is the burden of the court to protect you. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.